Enable notifications by ringing the bell.
Aloha, Internet.
Aloha.
I know.
This isn't Sun and Moon.
And this ain't frickin' Hawaii. But, well. Welcome back to another adventure into Heather Hasn't Seen, in which Heather still hasn't seen all of Game of Thrones, but so far you're enjoying it?
So far, actually, quick question is, how many episodes are in Season 1?
10.
Oh, so we're halfway through Season 1 after we finish this.
Each season there's 10 episodes, except for Season 7, there's only 7 episodes.
So there's 67 episodes.
Yes, altogether. It's too much work. Watching a fucking TV show is too much work for you.
I think there's a reason I prefer movies, and it's because I get invested in a show, and it takes... That's 670 hours.
No.
I mean, it's not, because every 4 you get an hour back, but it's over 600 hours. That is a lot.
Heather, your math is off.
Holy shit, I just put every episode as being 10 hours instead of 1.
Yeah. It's
Guys,
less than... Actually, collectively, I've seen it, it's less than 60 hours. It's less than 60 hours because some of the episodes are only like 40 minutes long.
why did I do times 10?
I don't know. You're trying to make it more worse than it actually is. I don't know. People do that.
I like how I was sitting here like 600 hours and you were just like, no. No, it's like 60 hours.
I was gonna say this isn't Detective Conan. Detective Conan, I think, is at well over 600 hours because there's over 1,200 episodes and each episode's like 20 plus minutes. That is a ridiculous amount of episodes.
I mean, to be fair, 60 hours is still a lot of time. It's definitely not 600.
But you think about how many hours are in the week. I mean, 60 hours isn't that bad. I mean...
Oh, yeah, you could definitely watch all of Game of Thrones in 1 week.
Well, people
and
waste...
still sleep and eat.
Well, yeah, people waste away at work 40 hours a week, but yet human beings spend more time watching television or browsing the internet more than ever now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I say as I literally sit on my phone all day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We are constantly taking in media from our device, from whichever device, whether it's the computer, the television, this little miraculous, thingy device that does everything, literally does everything. And
my worst habit is sitting here and I'll check YouTube comments, check views, check subs, check Patreon, check your Patreon, check Social Blade for both channels. Sometimes I look at other channels just to see. And, because I get curious. And Vanos is a fucking rich man, by the way.
Yes, he is.
I looked at that this morning.
Yes, he is. Just off strict ad revenue alone.
On the low end, he makes $700 a day. On the absolute lowest end. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And I was sitting there, and I just kind of had a moment of laying my head
Well, there's a reason why he lives in L.A. I mean, the guy's rich. The guy's got a lot going for him, and he likes his privacy. I mean... People know what he looks like. People know what Vanos looks like. His name's Evan Fong, and he's originally from Toronto, Canada. He used to play ice hockey. He plays guitar, and he is all around a pretty nice guy. He just likes his privacy.
I'm still sitting here like, I can't believe I multiplied every episode of this by 10.
It's
been one of those days.
It's just one of those glaze. It's just one of those blaze. Sorry. It's just one of those craze.
I woke up really early this morning for some reason. It was like 5.
Oh, same here.
You just don't go to sleep.
No,
it doesn't count as waking up if you were already just
No. Actually, I did go to sleep. I did go to sleep yesterday. I went to sleep about 30 minutes after we got back, after you went upstairs. I laid down right there with a pillow behind my head, and I was thinking, I'll probably just sit here and watch a few things, and I'll go upstairs. And then I wake up, it's 5 a.m., and I'm like, oh, hell.
Videos.
Yep. And I wake up and I'm just like, okay, let's go upstairs and edit videos. I start editing.
Maybe I woke up because you came upstairs and I was just like, the heck? Why is someone coming upstairs at 5 a.m.?
Yo.
Like, regardless, I woke up super early. I went back to sleep, but like, for some reason, anytime I wake up and then go back to sleep, it fucks up my whole day.
That's fair.
Like, I woke back up and I was like, is it another day? Am I alive? What's 2 plus 2? 7? 10? Apparently 670? Like...
Only if instead of counting to 100 and then going up to the next, it's 60 and then the next. So...
60 hours of Game of Thrones, and we're about 5 hours... Not even 5 hours in.
I'd say about 4.5 right now.
To be fair, if you put that into percentage, we're almost 10% done with Game of Thrones.
Almost. About that.
And that makes things better, because I can't believe... Like, when I put things into... anyway.
How your brain works. Heather has recently discovered that she is a different form of OCD.
Yeah, so... During my therapy, like, you guys know about that because I actually talked about that in the Game of Thrones videos. So if you're wondering about that, yeah, I'm in therapy now and I'm doing better. We took me off the medication that fucked me up. But I found out I'm OCD, not in the way where, like, I have a ritualistic thing I have to do, but where I have, like, intrusive thoughts or, like, I worry about accidents and losing control and things. But I also just have, like, these weird scheduled number things. So, like, I check the numbers, like I mentioned earlier, pretty much every 30 minutes to an hour while I'm awake, which is really bad. But I like to watch the numbers. And also, I have to do things in a percentage. So, like, to me, when I hit 1,000 subs, I go, ooh, I'm 1% of the way to getting my silver play button.
It's a weird
And
form.
it made me feel good, though. I was like, that's a whole 1% of something I never thought I'd get close to. That's a lot when you, I mean, it's something big.
Well, yeah, and you see, your brain, like, everybody's brain does that to some degree. Everybody's brain goes over numbers in their head. I mean, there's some people out there who just, like, you know, they're OCD about different things, although it doesn't, like, deter them from doing a lot of things. Whereas you...
Numbers are everything.
Numbers are everything, and you calculate percentages in your brain, and honestly,
I remember when they changed it to be watch hours and subs on me. I would calculate the percentage every time I checked, and I'd be like, oh, I'm 23% of the way there, and I was 86% of the way there. I can't believe they knocked me down so far.
And what are you at now?
I'm at, like, a lot... Because I passed it already. I hit 100. But
there you go.
And then when it was the 1,000 subs thing, I got 637 or something. I'd go, oh, I'm 63.7% of the way to 1,000 subs. And people would just be like, I was like, that's a lot of percentage. That makes me happy.
In college, that's a passing grade. 60%.
I thought it was 70.
That's high school.
You're right. They do get more lenient, and I still failed.
Oh, I did too. Hey, college dropouts. We stick together. Wow.
I dropped out because of panic attacks.
I dropped out because my grandmother died, and my mom pretty much went on a bender and tried to burn the house down.
Holy shit.
Moving on.
That was interesting. Anyway, whatever the fuck we're talking about over here has nothing to do with Game of Thrones anymore.
No, well... Actually, here's the thing. People got mad at me because I said
I know exactly what you're talking
because
about.
I said a meme, and all of a sudden people were just like, "You just spoiled the entire show." I'm like,
to be fair, guys, when he mentions things like that, if it might bother you because you've seen the show and you're like, "That's a spoiler," to me, I don't think anything of it.
Well, if I would have given away anything story-wise...
I don't remember what he said.
I didn't give anything away story-wise. I just quoted a meme. It's a meme that's been around for God knows how long. Hell, Zach hasn't watched Game of Thrones, and he says that freaking meme all the damn time. How is that my fault?
I've probably seen the meme. But I don't even remember what he said. He really can't info dump or spoil anything for me because I don't process.
Okay, and also people jumped on and was like, well, Nate, you do know that the dog that actually played Lady passed away. And I'm like, yeah, I did. It's just I didn't want to tell Heather that because that'd make her more depressed. Because at the time, she was in a very depressive state. oh, by the way, the dog who played Lady passed away, but she lived to a ripe old age, which is a good thing.
Also,
what?
I saw a spoiler on Cowboy Bebop, and I know we're not recording Cowboy Bebop because we're not doing that anymore for now, but someone was like, spoiler, Heather, don't look. And I was like, well, since it's someone not watching anymore, I'm gonna click the spoiler. And it wasn't a spoiler. It was something we had already talked about, and it was the fucking dog being named Ein, and then the other one being Zwei. And that means 1 and 2 in German.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not a spoiler for one.
Now, people put slap spoilers pretty much on anything related to any form of media.
Like, I knew that. I know German.
Yeah. So,
guys,
honestly,
it doesn't matter.
Guys, pull it back a little bit.
I'm not actually even
pull
a
back the reins
person. If you spoil something for me, it doesn't ruin it for me. I'm not going to remember what you fucking said tomorrow.
Well, guys, all we're saying is pull back the reins on
seeing it's
coming down
than
on us.
hearing it.
Cause honestly, if you're just doing this just to dislike, honestly, if you're going to dislike us, then just leave a hateful comment, leave a thumbs down, and move the fuck on with your life. I mean, honestly, there's no point. I mean, honestly, you're wasting your life. You're not wasting our time. We're gonna do this regardless, whether you create 50 accounts and downvote it to where pretty much the percentage is like 20% like positive. We don't care. We're going to keep doing this. As long as she wants to watch this.
Oh, wow, it was 20% versus 80%. That's kind of shitty. Oh, well.
Yeah, we're just going to keep watching it.
I'm going to be like, hey, numbers.
With your lives.
The numbers are doing something weird. It's actually going to make me kind of excited. And then I'm going to be like, realize it's bad and be like, well, that's not good. But also, look at these numbers.
Yeah.
And also, this is a life tip for you guys. And I've said something similar to this before about calling in call centers. When you're a shitty customer or a shitty commenter, you're not actually hurting the employee, or in this case, the YouTuber. We're just talking about you over lunch and making fun of you.
This is very true.
When you are mean to a retail employee, they go tell their family and friends about how shitty you were and how, like, they make fun of you. And that's the same thing we do. We sit here like, did you see that one comment? Yeah, haha.
Oh, yeah. That one was a doozy.
Like,
I wonder how long it took him to come up with that one. I wonder if he actually had to scour the internet to try and find something witty to say about us.
I still like the fat ones just because I'm like, do you think we don't know we're fat?
Honestly, I mean, look at me. I'm sitting here with my chicken tenders and my Szechuan sauce, and I am gloriously eating. I have
a whole fucking pack of cookies sitting here.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. I eat light. Like, this is a 2-piece. That's it. 2 pieces.
You can only eat 2 chicken tenders?
No, I can eat more. It's just the way my throat is, and the way how it works is that my stomach feels like it fills up a lot faster because of this. Oh. It's weird.
Yeah, 2 chicken tenders doesn't fucking cut it for me. I need like 6 to 8. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there.
Well, these are pretty big.
5-piece is fine, but you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I used to get, but then all of a sudden my throat just decided, hey, fuck you, buddy.
But I also don't like fries. I like fries, but not McDonald's fries.
I like curly fries. I like the curly fries
from
Arby's.
Fucking bacon cheese fries, I think is what they're... Are they both bacon cheese fries or just loaded fries? I don't know. They're good. They come in a bowl.
And I guarantee a comment, hey, if you're writing a comment right now saying, oh, fat fuck's talking about food, and I'm like, yeah, damn right we are. And guess what? We're going to enjoy the shit out of it. Meanwhile, you're probably going to be sitting behind your computer screen and wondering, oh, God, when is my life going to get on track? I'm going to make fun of people on the internet.
I mean, seriously, life is too short to not eat things that you like.
And life is way too short to be pissed off all the time. So go outside, enjoy things, or sit here and enjoy Game of Thrones with us. Either way, do your...
I mean, we'd rather you enjoy the video with us.
Yeah, much rather. Besides, let's get the video on screen.
What the fuck was this?
I don't know what the fuck this is, but I know what this is. Game of Thrones. Let's get to it.
Thought.
Yeah.
Did Game of Thrones start in 2011?
Life is strange.
Yes.
Not so
I can't believe it's been out that long.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad we never met on the field.
I never saw a damn episode of it.
As is my wife. I don't think the widow's life would suit her. You're too modest. I've seen you cut down a dozen great knights.
You're too fat for your armor. Fat? Fat, is it? Is that how you speak to your king?
Oh, it's funny, is it?
My dad has a beer gut, and I used to be like, man, you've been pregnant for a while.
You don't like the
When is it gonna come out? Is it okay?
You heard the hand. The king's too fat for his armor. Go find the breastplate stretcher. Now!
The breastplate stretcher.
The breastplate stretcher.
How long
Oh,
before
he
figures
is
it
kind of
out?
pregnant looking, huh?
Maybe you should have one
Very.
invented.
Oh. An inspiring sight for the people, eh? Come, bow before your king. Bow, you shits.
Me.
Bow before you king. Bow, you shits.
He's really pretty. Well, you know how we've had the conversation before where I don't like facial hair? That's a good example of a guy I think is attractive. I mean, he basically looks like Tom Holland with long hair, though.
I can't watch.
Oh!
Well, that was fast.
He unhorsed him.
Such a shame, little finger. It would have been so nice for you to have a friend.
And tell me, Lord Renly, when will you be having your friend?
These two are brothers.
I can't believe it.
Stop this madness in the name of your...
Just missed it. But what were you saying?
I can't believe they did that to the horse.
Well, he did. Because the mountain's a bastard.
I am not a murderer, Lannister.
Neither am I. I had nothing to do with the attempt on your son's life.
The dagger found...
What sort of imbecile arms an assassin with his own blade? Could I gag him? Why? Am I starting to make sense?
What the fuck?
Kill Trout.
That's the first thing he's ever done that's made me want to like him. Damn.
Nothing like a woman after a fight. I'm willing if she is.
I'll give you a name to remember him. The bald guy?
If the wrong
Spider.
ears heard what I'm about to tell
His name
you,
is
off
Varys, but you
comes
call him
my
the Spider.
head.
He is
And who would mourn poor
very
Varys
devious.
then? North or south, they sing no songs for spiders.
Girl, where you at?
Careful now.
What that?
Take a wild guess. It's big. It's sharp.
Oh, is that a dragon skull?
He's found one bastard already.
The Eyrie. They say it's impregnable. Give me 10 good men and some climbing spikes. I'll impregnate the bitch. Like you.
Jesus.
I want them dead. Mother
What?
and child both. And that fool Viserys as well. Is that plain enough for you? I want them both dead.
You'll dishonor yourself forever if you do this.
Honor? I've got 7 kingdoms to rule. 1 king, 7 kingdoms. She dies.
I will have no part in it.
nor the king's hand, Lord Stark. You'll do as I command, or I'll find me a hand who will.
And good luck to him.
Anytime someone mentions the Targaryens around Robert, he goes crazy because he hates the Targaryens so much.
Do it yourself. Don't ask anyone for help.
She's still breastfeeding him at
You
however old. That's at least 5 or 6 years old.
Warning me to stay away from them, not to bring one here.
Huh. Well, I can tell you one thing. That's a hell of a prison cell.
It's very interesting.
Well, I'd imagine it to be very very difficult to escape.
If you want hairless, maybe you should find a little boy. I want you. My brother thinks that anyone who hasn't been to war is mad.
That's the Flower Knight, the one who won the joust earlier. That's him.
Oh, and
in case you haven't figured it out, he's gay.
What? No.
No.
How many wars have you fought in?
No suspicion.
How much did your father...
And I made a comment about his face being hairless. That's hilarious.
You would be a wonderful king.
Oh boy. As you once stated in one of these episodes, Game of Thrones don't fuck around.
The thing is, we all know I'm asexual at this point.
Yeah.
But I find that more attractive than the other sex scenes that have been in the show.
You're right, my lord.
Oh, so easily distracted.
Such a small pack of wolves.
That's a fucking cheat.
Well, even Jamie agrees. I think Jamie was enjoying himself. He was having fun fighting Ned.
My brother, Lord Stark. I want him back.
At least I know he won't be dead.
What, Ned?
Yeah.
Well, he just got stabbed in the leg. I mean,
yeah.
Potentially it's a life ender, especially if you hit the one artery that's in the leg, but that's like really close to the interior of your leg. That was like in the main part of the quad there.
Yeah.
So, but he's gonna be hobbled for a while because of that. I mean, anyone would be.
I read a few comments based on the Imp. People were actually surprised I don't like him.
Well,
apparently it's common to like him, which is unbelievable
well,
to me.
Okay, here's the thing. The reason why a lot of people like Tyrion is because he's a pure cynic. He mocks everything. He has a very quick wit, and honestly, there's just a lot to him. This season we get a lot of introductions to a lot of characters. Mm-hmm. Some characters get fleshed out, some don't. Some get more fleshed out as the seasons go on.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyrion. The thing about Tyrion is that when I first saw him, I thought he was just a little bit of. I thought he was nothing but a lech. That he was just like he was just that's all he was about. But you actually see that in this episode he does have some moral center, because even though she was trying to have him brought in for a crime that he knows he's innocent of, he still came to her defense and still helped her.
Yeah, which was a good thing.
Well, yeah,
but
go ahead.
He's an asshole, and he's a Lannister.
Well, just because he's honestly, just because somebody has a last name and belongs to a family house doesn't automatically make them a bad person.
Okay, but he's a Lannister, and I don't like any of them.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. I mean, hell.
But I think he's my least favorite.
He's your least favorite Lannister?
I think so. Like, he's not likable. I don't understand how he's likable.
You just hate him because he's a dwarf.
I'm dwarfist.
You're a heightist.
No, that's not it. I don't know. I just don't like him. My favorite characters are Daenerys and Arya. Is that her name?
Yeah. The youngest daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arya Stark.
Those are my two favorites.
Okay, well, Tyrion, the thing about him is that some people love him, some people hate him.
Most people love him.
Most is an understatement. The vast, vast, vast majority of the Game of Thrones fans love Tyrion. But here's the thing about most Game of Thrones fans. They've been watching this show since the very beginning, and they're 7 seasons in. And over time, a character can change. Here's one thing I've noticed with you. Your first impressions are very integral to you when it comes to a character.
Yeah. If they're introduced poorly, then it really ruins it.
Here's the thing. Get used to this. People change. Characters, you don't know the full story of any of the characters yet.
No.
And when you do find out the full story of those characters, if you're willing to listen, perspectives can change over time.
Yes.
I mean,
as far as we are, though, I don't like him. In 3 seasons, maybe I like him.
Who knows? But it's not enough to turn you off of the show.
Oh, I don't hate him that much, no.
Exactly. Okay.
I love the two characters I love make up for it. I mean, I can't believe they want to kill one of them, but...
It's Robert. Robert hates the Targaryens.
Well, I hate Robert.
Well, he's kind of like you. He's kind of like how you are with the Lannisters, but he is with the same way about the Targaryens.
Scared.
Hold on.
Afraid. You're taking a broom with you?
I want something to defend myself with, and I can't find my bat.
Well,
just in case they hit, like...
Okay. Well, did someone come in?
No, it was the wind.
Okay. Leave that in.
I will leave that in. You think I'm going to cut that shit out?
So I'm really bad to hear like the ice maker and be like, "Who's in my house? Hello?" But that time Nate heard it too.
Well, it was the wind.
It was the wind kind of sealing the door, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes the wind can gust very, very hard against this side of the house, and when that happens, the door can blow the door.
And it sounded like someone was walking into the door.
It sounded like someone was trying to open the door.
So Nate looks around. I guess he didn't see his bat, and he picks up a plastic broom.
No, it's a metal broom.
That's my broom. I think it's plastic because I bought it at the Dollar General for like $5.
The inner tube is plastic. The inner tube is metal,
Nice.
whereas the exterior is plastic.
Okay. Well, regardless, a fucking broom. He's like, "I'm going to defend myself," and I'm just
Why
like,
not?
All right. I mean, to be fair, the only thing I know how to do is take someone down if they grab my wrist. So.
Well, that can be effective.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if anyone does try and break into this house,
I feel bad for him.
Well,
there are weapons everywhere.
Honestly, my hand is still a little messed up, but I still got 2 good elbows and a left that I can do some damage with.
You would punch him anyway. You wouldn't feel the pain. at that moment.
I probably still would.
But also there are weapons everywhere. Everywhere.
In this house?
There's 2 swords over there. There's a keyblade over here.
Okay,
There's a bat
first off,
in here.
Those two swords up there are for show and are dull as hell.
Okay. Well, I mean, in a pinch, though, they wouldn't know that.
And this keyblade right here, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this, but...
I mean, you could still hit someone with it.
Not very well made.
But
I do appreciate this being sent to us. I mean, thank you for sending this to us.
But if you hit someone with it, it would hurt.
Oh yeah, if you hit them like pong, yeah. Because this is,
I mean,
that's pretty solid.
I don't know about you, but if I saw
that
someone,
weld's actually pretty well done.
If I saw someone with one of those swords, I wouldn't check to see how sharp it was. I'd be running out of the house like that guy has a fucking sword. He's crazy.
That's just like that one guy on that train in New York. There was this guy getting the crap beat out of him on a subway train. Guy, for some reason, has a katana. Pulls out the katana and presents it just like
yeah, and then it's not like you're gonna fuck with that.
And then all of a sudden the 2 guys turn around like, oh dude, oh fuck this, let's get out of here. And they got the hell out of there. And the news interviewed the guy, and he still had the sword with him, and he's like, I am a modern day samurai. And I'm just like, you're high as a kite right now, bro. And what can I get? And where can I get the stuff that you're smoking?
I'm sure there's other weapons in this room.
There are.
It's an open floor plan, so the whole kitchen counts as a room.
Well,
there are probably like other baseball bats and swords in here.
I just have the one baseball bat, and it's got my name on it.
Like guns and stuff upstairs.
Thanks for letting them know that I own guns.
They
already know.
They knew you had guns.
Well, because a lot of you out there probably seen our Renegade gun time videos.
That's not a shocker.
It's not a secret. I'm a guy living in the South who was raised around avid gun owners. So, yeah, I've got guns. I've got these guns too, whatever they count for.
Yeah, if someone tried to break in here, they would die really fast, actually.
Depends on how quick they are. I'm pretty quick too, but I've been outmaneuvered in fights before.
Yeah.
I haven't won all the fights I've been in.
But I feel
even with you.
I feel like especially if anyone else was here, like if me and Elena and Ben were here or something, and someone came in that door, they would be shot almost instantly because you'd be like, "Don't fuck with my friends."
No. Well, you have that, but if they got past me, they'd instantly get a needle to the throat because Elena would just be like, she'd go ninja with her needles.
Ben is like not really a fighting type, but I think if me and Elena and Carly and Jacob and shit were upstairs, he would fucking go down trying to defend us.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Like,
I mean,
he would. Holy shit.
I'm the same way. I mean, honestly, I love you guys. I mean,
I mean, even if it was just me upstairs, they'd probably fucking kill someone for walking in here if they had bad intent.
Big time.
Because
if there was somebody that, I don't know, you pissed off at work and they wanted to come here and talk shit to you, I just come out there with my baseball bat and just be
I feel bad for anyone that has beef with me at this point and tries to show up to my house, because I have all these guys and friends here that will fucking take them down.
I mean,
there are sometimes 10 of us at a time in this damn house.
Yeah.
Like, you do not want to come here.
You especially don't want to come here on a Tuesday because Zach will be here.
Oh, Zach would fucking murder someone for me.
Zach is... Let me just put this
out there. He calls me his best friend.
Zach is a bad man. I mean,
he's a very good man.
No, he's a very good man, but in terms of how proficient he is with like takedowns and also, well, he's a cop for God's sake, so he's got all that training.
And he's newly trained, so he remembers it all.
Oh yeah, and also he's almost armed at all times. I mean, he's always carrying his gun pretty much at all times. And the only time he doesn't have it on is whenever Heather is like uncomfortable about it.
At this point, I'm over it because I trust Zach so much.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, so, Zach is so good. I don't worry about him at all.
That's good.
I know he's not a fucking idiot.
That's good. I'm glad. I think he'll be very happy to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I let him sit next to me with it the other day, 2 weeks ago, but that wasn't because of trust in it. It was because I didn't care if something shot me at that day.
God. Okay, so this episode kind of ended on a downer because Jory died. You know, Ned's best guard.
Yeah, that was sad, but I wasn't really attached to him.
Well, it's only he was only in the show for 5 episodes, so go figure. What about Ned as a character?
Oh, I like Ned.
You like Ned?
Yeah.
He's not one of your favorites, but you like him a lot?
Yeah.
You think he's a good dad?
If they'd kill him, I'd be pretty upset.
Well, I think Jamie was kind of trying to during that fight, because even though he said take him alive, I mean, he was very passionately into that sword fight. I think he would have tried to. I think if he had the opportunity, he probably would have killed Ned.
So today we've learned, Dragon Skull was really big, actually. By the way.
Yeah, it was.
Today we've learned that shit gets fucked. Heather hates Lannisters. Also, apparently hates short people, even though she is a short person.
You're not a short person. You're just a person who is like vertically challenged. You're on the lower end of like.
I'm 5'3".
You're still taller than actually. You are just as tall as Jeremy Dooley. Jeremy Dooley, he's 5 foot. He's 5'4". He's like an ultra short like guy who works for Achievement Hunter.
Oh.
Everybody makes fun of it. He's like the shortest person in the office. Like half the women that work at Rooster Teeth are taller than him, and it irritates the hell out of him. I think his wife is taller than him.
Oh, that's weird.
No, it's not. I mean, honestly, everybody I know men are naturally taller than women. It's because of our bone structure and everything, and our muscle mass and everything. But honestly, I've witnessed a one of the strangest relationships I've ever witnessed. A 5'7", soaking wet kid, probably weighed like 140, 150 pounds. 5'7", 140, 150 pound white boy, and about a 6'1" black woman, thick as hell.
That's nothing.
Oh no! I mean, she was like Amazonian. She pretty much could pick his ass up.
I know a guy that, no shit, 107 pounds, 5'8".
I know one like that too.
Kid is small.
Well, no,
Jacob's small.
Well, it's just.
Oh yeah, we have Jacob. Same thing.
Well, no, Jacob's not that short. He's just tall and
5'8".
lanky. Huh?
Jacob's not 5'8".
Well, I'd say he's like. How tall would you say he is?
Like 5'5", 5'6".
Probably that. I put him at like 5'7", 5'8". But he's not like super
really
short.
Remember.
But he's not like super short. I mean, the average human height worldwide is 5'10". For guys it's 5'10". For women, it's 5'6" to 5'7".
Oh, I'm really short.
You're on the lower end of the spectrum, but you're by no means like miniature. I mean, there are people out there who actually have the ailment of like dwarfism and like they suffer from ailments that cause
for
them,
a
it stunts their
standard
growth.
human woman, I'm short.
And for a standard human male, I'm fat. Hey, back to the fat jokes.
Oh gosh, this one has been a wreck.
No, it hasn't.
Like, we have been everywhere. We have talked about if someone broke into our house, murdering them with a broom.
I mean, honestly, I just shove it up their ass and spin it. See how long it takes for their intestines to wind up on it. I was wondering if that was.
I was thinking of a broom being put in someone's ass and coming out their mouth.
like all of a sudden the broom handle just pops out there, and they're just like looking at it like,
That's what I was thinking of, sitting here quietly. I was just like, why? So this has been Game of Thrones episode 5. It's been an interesting video. We've talked about a lot of things today. So let us know what you think about that, I guess. And we'll see when this war starts, because I'm waiting for that.
All right.
Fuck me up, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones will do that. All right. Well, everybody, that's going to do it. This was Heather Hasn't Seen Game of Thrones. If you want to, if you're watching this on Patreon, we appreciate your support. If you're watching the full version of this, hey, thank you very much for your support. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey, if you want to check this out early, or if you want the full unedited version, feel free to check that out down below in the description for our Patreon. Also, if you want to check out our Discord where you can chat with like-minded people like yourselves, if you like Game of Thrones.
Or just, annoy us all.
Yeah. Or if you want to post...
Cause chaos.
Or if you want to post dank maymays of the Renegades, or just post dank maymays, feel free. Go ahead. So,
someone draw me a picture of someone with a broom up their ass and out their mouth and send it to me on Discord.
Oh, God. Heather.
Why not?
Never mind. All right.
Why not?
That's
not naked, with clothes.
Okay.
I don't want...
At least that's an improvement.
I don't want any porn. Please don't send me porn.
I can see it now. Broomstick revenge.
Broom porn.
It's like
porn.
It's like, darling, your arms are tied behind your back. How are you going to sweep the floor? Stick the broom up my ass. All right, good night.
End it.